Other ones looked at me and said, "Well, what do you mean by member?" So I think to start is sometimes it's best to start small, right? You don't have to go solve all of your data problems with one clip, with one platform, go out hiring, chief data officers, all of that sort of stuff, because that tends to lead to more challenges. And then you're saddled with all of these processes and you're still not sure where to go. So start small. Start small with something as simple as establishing data definitions within your organization, right? Sit down with your executive team and look at your goal sheet, your KPIs, whatever it is that you're managing your organization to, and ask them, can you guys give us a definition of what all of these things mean? I had an opportunity working with a regional credit union where the organization understood it was had a vast wealth of data, wanted to get into the to understanding and utilizing that data, and I went into the to a senior management team, and I gave them all a sticky note, and I'm going around the CTO, CEO, CMO, all the C-suite, and said, "Can you guys on a piece of paper write down how many members you have as an organization?" Some of them wrote a number down. Other ones looked at me and said, "Well, what do you mean by member? Do you mean accounts? Do you mean people? Do you mean number of, checking accounts that we have?" Things like that. And that was the exact point that we were trying to make is this is a core goal of the organization to member acquisition, growing market share, driving marketing strategy, driving acquisition strategy, driving where you're going to put new branches and ATMs and all of that. That was a core strategy. But at an executive level, they didn't have a definition of what that meant. How many were in the organization at that point in time? That was where we started. It was we sat there and it took a while. It took several months to come up with what that meant because there's nuances in there, right? There's what about people who have multiple accounts, who are joint, all like there was a whole bunch of nuances that went into that. And it's not always as easy as you think. And that's part of the challenge, right? That's part of the problem why people get in and organizations get into these holes because it's not always easy. But sat there and went through the corporate goal sheet and worked to make sure that we had established definitions for each of those KPIs so that now everybody's marching towards that same goal.